Ego is an acronym that stands for easy God out. Hey God, where you at? I've been looking for you. Seems like you've been avoiding me or something. And I've been searching for you for years with no answer, just anticipation. And I've been going through this transformation, but every time I call on you, God, it's like I get put on hold. And they say that you hear all and that you see all, but seems like you ain't never available, God, when I call. See, y'all, I remember it was January 91. I had just left Simeon's Martin Luther King ceremony speaking. I wasn't feeling too well that day. Little did I know that all the while, my appendix had been leaking. And where were you, God? Just what I thought, nowhere to be found. And if it wasn't for my son's mother convincing me to go to St. Bernard's that night, Black Ice wouldn't be here with you right now. And where were you at, God, that morning when I went to work and when I got to 123rd and Kesey, right by the cemetery, this lady ran the light. The last thing I saw, y'all, was headlights. A 3-car collision that almost took my life, but where were you, God? And where were you at, God, when my son died? I sat there at the University of Chicago and I watched him come back twice. You could have intervened, you could have saved his life, but where were you, God?
Where were you? Oh, when I needed you. Where were you?
Where were you, God?
Where were you?
I need to know, where were you?
When I was down in love.
When I was down, where were you, God?
When I had nowhere to go.
I ain't have nowhere to go, where were you? He said, okay, my son, I've heard enough. Now I know that times for you have been rough, but son, where's your faith? Seems like you only seek my face when you need me, for I am a full-time God, my son. Do you really believe in me? Well, if so, then you would know that I am the creator of the universe. All that you see from the highest heights of heaven to what you have discovered beneath the earth. I am the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I am the God of Moses, Lot, and David. I am the one who made Solomon wise. I put Noah in the ark before the waters could rise. I gave Samson the strength to destroy the Philistines with no eyes.
Where is your faith? Where is your faith in me? Cause you know, when you need me, I'll be there, yeah.
I am that smooth stone that David slung to smoke Goliath in the head. The cracks that crumbled the walls of Jericho, the same one that rose Lazarus from the dead. I am the blood of the lamb on the doorpost that kept the children of Israel safe from harm. Even the staff in Moses' right arm, and I gave him the power to split the Red Sea in half. Shall I go on?
I'm powerful, and you know I got your back, yeah. So don't lose faith in me.
I said, please forgive me, Father.
Please forgive me, Father.
He said, no, son, I already have.
Yes, I have.
But see, like Jonah, you've been running from your mission. I've been trying to reach you and speak to you for years, but your ego just wouldn't let you listen. When your appendix was spreading poison through your body, I was the voice that spake to your son's mother, warning you. And do you remember what you promised me, my son?
Humble yourself.
Yes, Lord, I do. I promise you that if you allow me to make it through, then I will turn my life over to you. But what did you do? You continued to play. So I spoke to you again in the form of a 3-car collision, but I allowed you to walk away that day. And have you ever asked yourself the question why the accident was by a grave site? I was showing you that the road that you were traveling on ended at the cemetery if you didn't change your life.
I will teach you lessons that you need to learn. I will teach you. I will teach you when you need to know.
He said, and I know your son's gone, But his body was sick, so I relieved him of his pain and I called him home. And yet and still I stayed by your side. All those moments that you felt alone, yet you still rejected my truth. If you only could have put your ego to the side and listened to all those whom I sent to you. Lord, you mean to tell me while all the while I was waiting to hear from you, you were sending me messages through all those whom I rejected? Yes, my son, this is true. And instead of focusing on the guides, submit to the truth that you find inside. For Satan is the one who subtracts and divides, but I am the one who adds and multiplies. I'm telling y'all, he opened my eyes. And so to those of you who can't accept the truth, because your ego won't allow you to accept who the truth is coming through, take this as a lesson. Because see, God just ain't using these pastors today, because asking some of these pastors questions is just like asking blind men for directions. But it's the truth that counts. And see, y'all, in this case, my ego just wasn't my ego. But my ego was easing.
It was easy.
God. Out. Thank you.
Okay, well, that's a wrap, yo. Let's give a round of applause again for Mr. Blaq. He had a show for y'all. Like, he did his thing. DJ, you can play a little music. But that's it for us, guys. It's a wrap. Thank you so much for coming out. We truly appreciate all of the support. Be looking out, like us on Facebook. Like I said, that's how we stay up to date with everything. I'm sorry? Somebody said something? Okay. Well, that's that. All right, guys. Until next time. Be the change.